welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us. We are at the Cloud Expo 2011 in Manhattan. On our program today is Dave Gaeda. He is a Senior Product Marketing Manager at Quest Software. Dave, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
So your company makes IT management solutions, and logical question is, how do you fit into this evolving world of the cloud?
Well, it's a great question, and you're right. Quest has a long-standing heritage in helping people manage infrastructure. And one way to think about it is that cloud is just another form of infrastructure that needs to be managed. And like other technologies, we're all beginning to see the cloud evolve and proliferate. So there is no more the cloud, right? We're talking about multiple clouds that may provide a variety of different security and risks and availability profiles that need to be matched to workloads and all need to work seamlessly together. And we feel we're very well positioned to help address that management challenge. Because effectively, the next 5 to 10 years of cloud will all be about that management challenge.
So in terms of what you're showing here, if I was an attendee here at the show, what would I see at your booth?
Well, if you were to stop by our booth, we're down at booth 321, by the way, you'll see a couple of our solutions that are oriented around cloud. The first is our cloud automation platform. It's a software solution that enables you to take your existing investments in infrastructure and virtualization and actually refashion and repurpose them and turn them into an on-premise private cloud. We're also highlighting some of our virtualization monitoring solutions. So we have a product called vFoglight, which enables you to monitor virtual workloads and actually reports back to you in real time about their performance so that you can mediate any issues that may be occurring in your virtual environment.
You have some products geared towards private clouds as well, right?
Well, that's the cloud automation platform. So that platform is, like I mentioned a second ago, takes your existing infrastructure, existing virtualization investments. So if you're a VMware shop, for example, you can take all your gear and your investment in VM and turn it into a private cloud. And when I mean turning it into a private cloud is you're actually taking that infrastructure and delivering it as an IT service to your organization, a service that end users consume directly. And so what we've seen on the platform is customers getting anywhere up to 95% infrastructure utilization on the platform. We've seen infrastructure operations teams double their efficiency using the platform. And probably most importantly, we've seen these teams actually turn from sort of back office lights on kind of operations into effective members and partners in helping their businesses move forward, right? Respond to market circumstances. So
you're boosting productivity, you're boosting just efficiency in the cloud, right?
Absolutely. And we're doing it in a way that's very secure because we're doing it in your data center as opposed to being a third-party provider. So all of the investments you've made in terms of securing your infrastructure, in terms of optimizing it, all your investments in automation, software testing, for example, we can repurpose that and integrate that with our solution to just do what you do a lot better.
It's very exciting. Now, if you were to look at your customers in the last few years, are there segments of the market that seem to be growing faster than others?
Well, actually no, I think what we've seen is across a number of industries, there's real interest in private cloud. I think the challenge most organizations are facing today is that they know they want to do it, and they know they want to do it sooner rather than later, but they're having difficulties articulating the business case to their enterprises, right? Really trying to understand, how do I make the economic argument for a private cloud, because I know it's the way we need to go if we want to be agile, if we want to be able to compete effectively. And the great thing about working with Quest is that we not only help you deploy your private cloud, but we can help you make that business case.
You can. So you have like maybe an ROI calculator or something like that?
We do. We have an ROI calculator. We actually have a team of pre-sales consultants that can not only scope out your infrastructure requirements based on what you're trying to do, but can also help you effectively make that business case. Because making that business case is actually a two-step process. It's about taking the key metrics that you've tracked in your organization around how many full-time equivalents, I need to maintain my infrastructure, and how many VMs I can run per server, that kind of thing, and marries it to information you don't have in your environment around what private cloud can actually do in terms of efficiency gain. And so we can work with companies and develop a specific profile for them in terms of what kind of a return they can expect to get from private cloud. And then they take that data and their own internal data, and they can make an effective economic argument back to their executives.
That's great. Now, what's next for your company?
Wow, that's another great question. I think what's next for us is what's next on everybody's mind when it comes to cloud, which is hybrid or federated cloud. It's really taking this private cloud environment that we can help folks fashion and integrating that in a distributed fashion across a number of different data centers, as well as integrating that with public cloud solutions. The funny thing about hybrid cloud is everybody wants to talk about it. Nobody's ready yet to do anything with it yet, right? Because it is a challenge. It's a challenge in terms of deploying and integrating those technologies, and it's also a challenge in understanding when it's best to use which type of cloud. And again, we provide a number of services and a number of tools and solutions. So for example, in the coming months, you'll see tighter integration between our monitoring solutions, vFoglight, and our cloud automation platform. One of the brass rings that everybody talks about is self-aware applications. Applications that understand that they're running within a certain context and can monitor their own performance, and based on rules that are established policies, they can scale themselves up and down based on demand in those policies. So you'll be seeing a lot of interesting things like that coming from Quest.
That's extremely exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Very exciting time.
Well, please come back to the program and let us know as your plans evolve and as you start implementing these
Absolutely. Things. And if your audience has any questions about Quest and our solutions, you can visit us at www.quest.com/cloud automation, and you'll find a bunch of information that we think will be useful to you in making your decision.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rich. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.